Hello students of class 10. So today I am going to start a new topic, that is sum of n terms of an AP. So what is sum of n terms of an AP? We have to find the sum of an AP. So if there is any sequence, if there is any series which is in AP, we can find the sum of all the terms starting from the first position up to n terms, okay, up to the last, that means up to the last term. We can easily find the sum using a formula. Okay, there is a formula for finding the sum. So first of all, we have to see that the given sequence should be in AP. If the given sequence is in AP, then we can easily apply the formula of sum and we can find the sum. Okay, so see here, suppose a, a2, a3 up to an is in AP, then the formula of Sn means sum to n terms. That means starting from the first term up to last term, we will do what? We will do sum. That means a plus a2 plus a3 plus up to an. But direct addition of the terms is not possible. So for that only we need a formula. So there is a derivation in your book. So derivation, by using the derivation, finally we got a relation, and the relation is like this: Sn is equal to n by 2 in bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d, or we can write it as Sn is equal to n by 2 in bracket a plus an. So these are the two formulas. So we will first use this formula when the last term, or you can say the an is not given. If an is not given, then we have to apply this formula for finding the sum. And if an is given, that means the last term is given and the first term is given and the total number of terms is given, then we can apply this formula. This is the smallest one, okay. So by that way we can apply this formula and we can find the sum of first n terms. So here Sn denotes what? Sn denotes sum of first n terms. That means addition from starting from first term to the last term. Okay, this Sn denotes this. Next, a, a is the first term, n is the total number of terms, d is the common difference, and an is the last term. Okay, or we can say the general term. So this is all about what? Sum to n terms of an AP. We can easily find the sum of first n terms of AP. Okay, and there is a special case of this. If there is a sequence, like already I told you, there are many examples of arithmetic progression, like your roll number. Your roll number starts from 1. Okay, so it will go on. So we can say the roll number is in what? The roll number is a natural number. It follows the pattern of a natural number, because natural number also starts from what? 1. So there is a special formula. If there are natural numbers, then if the sequence is in the sequence follows the natural number form, the natural number pattern, then we can easily find the sum by using a direct formula. Okay, so there is a special case. So sum of first n positive integers. So we can say n positive integers also, or we can say natural numbers. See, natural number starts from 1, but positive integers start from what? 0. Okay, so the sequence 1, 2, 3, you can say up to n is in AP. This sequence is in AP, as we all know, because the common difference, the difference between two consecutive terms is same. Okay, that is 1. So we can say the sum will be what? Addition of all the numbers. That means we can write 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to what? N. So we have to check here that how many terms are there. See, if we write 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to like this, it will go up to suppose 20. Then according to this sequence, if we see the pattern gives us the answer of total number of terms. So how many total number of terms are there? Yes, the total number of terms will be what? 20, because the last term denotes the terms. As you can see, the sequence, the terms, the numbers are natural numbers. That means there is only one gap only one difference, okay, only difference of 1 between two consecutive numbers, okay. So total number of terms is 20. Similarly, in that sequence, see 1, 2, 3 up to n. So how many number of terms are there? Yes, n terms, because the last term denotes the term. So that means total n number of terms are there, and the first term is 1 and the last term is n. So we can apply the second formula. Already I told you the second formula. So according to second formula, we can write Sn is equal to n by 2 bracket first term plus last term. So our first term a is 1 and our last term is n. So if we put this one, so we get what? The formula like this, Sn is equal to n plus 1 into n by 2. So this is the formula we can apply if the sequence follows the positive integer, or we can say natural number, because natural number also is having a gap of what? 1. Similarly, we can say if there is a positive integer, if in question it may ask about that, it may ask that you have to find the sum of first 100 positive integers, then also you can apply this formula directly. What we have to do? We have to write the n, that means total number of terms. The total number of term will be what? If the question is sum of first 100 positive integer, you have to find the sum of first 100 positive integer, then you can directly put 100 in place of n. By that way you can easily find the sum. That means we are finding the sum from 1 to what? 100. So you see, it is not possible to add directly like 1 then plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 100. So what will be easier? You can apply this formula. This formula will be easier for that question. Okay. So let us do exercise question. So question number 1, you have to find the sum of the following APs. So you need to check that in AP what are given. Okay, so in this AP, first term is given, second term is given, total number of terms, that is 12. That means we have to find the sum up to 12 terms. Okay, so the value of n is given. So already I told you that there are two formulas of sum. The first formula we will apply when the last term is not given. So here you can see the last term is not given. So we will apply the first formula, that will be this one. Sn is equal to n by 2 twice a plus n minus 1 into d. So for this we need the common difference. Okay, n is given, first term is given. So first of all we will find the common difference, that will be second term minus first term. So this is 4. So now we have to find S12. Okay, so S12 will be what? 12 by 2 twice a will be what? Minus 37 plus number of terms minus 1, 12 minus 1 into common difference, that will be what? 4. So now we have to solve this. So minus 37 into 2 we have to solve first, then this one is 11, 11 into 4 will be 44. So after this you have to subtract and then multiply with 6, you will get minus 180. That means if we add the numbers from minus 37 up to the 12th term, we don't know the 12th term, but if we add like this up to 12th term, then we will get the sum as minus 180. Okay, so this is the final answer. So next question number 2, here see, the terms are given, you have to find the sum. Why you have to find the sum? See, because plus symbol is there, that means you have to find the sum. So first term is given, last term is given, but we don't know how many terms are there. Okay, that means n is not given. So first of all we will find the common difference. Okay, so common difference will be second term minus first term, and we are having the last term 84. So we want n. How to find n? We are having one formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is the general term. So using that general term formula we can easily find the value of n. So why we need n? Because we want to find Sn, and there are two formulas of Sn. Okay, and for finding Sn, that is sum, we want what? We want the value of n in the two formulas. Okay, because in both the formula n is present, that's why you want what? N. So here from this formula we will first find out the value of n. So by solving we got n is equal to what? 23. That means here total number of terms are 23. Now you can apply the first formula also and or the second formula also. You will easily do it using both, because we have all the things, means we know now we know the last term also. Okay, we have the common difference also, we are having everything. So you can use any of the two formula. Okay, so I am using the second formula because it will be easier to do with the second formula, because first term last term is given and total number of terms we got is 23. So applying this formula, finally we got what? S23, because there are 23 terms, we got n. So finally S23 is what? N by 2, that is 23 by 2 into first term is 7 plus last term is 84. So when we add it, we will get 91. 91 into 23 is 2093 by what? 2. So the next question is question number 3. So already it is given that you are having an AP. So in that AP, in question number 4, what is given? See, the third term is given and S10. S10 means the sum of first 10 terms is given. Okay, this is 125. So how to find common difference at A10? So see here, for finding the 10th term, we need what? We need the first term and the common difference, because we know that A10 will be equal to what? A10 will be equal to A plus 9D. This is from what? This is from the formula of general term, that is An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is A10, but we don't have the first term and also we don't know the common difference. So what we have to do, see, from the given condition, we will first make an equation. See, A3, we can write A3 as A plus 2D. A3 is given as 15. So A3 can be written as A plus 2D. We are using the formula An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So A3 will be A plus 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 will be 2. So that means A plus 2D. So A plus 2D is equal to 15. Similarly, if we apply the formula of S10, okay, what is the formula for S10? We know that Sn is equal to n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 into D. So we will apply this formula. So S10 will be what? If S10 will be 10 by 2, in place of n we have to write 10 by 2 twice A, we don't know the value of A. So twice A plus here also 10 minus 1 into D is equal to, it is given as 125. So finally, after solving this one, we will get 5. It will be cancelled out. So 5. This will be 2A plus 9D. So when we transfer 5 to that side, it will be 125 by 5 and this will be what? 25. And in left hand side, we are having 2A plus 9D. So finally, we got an equation, that is equation number 2, twice A plus 9D is equal to 25. And you can see we are having one equation also, equation number 1. So by seeing that equation 1 and 2, what we can observe? We can say that these equation form pair of linear equation in two variable, okay, because we are having two equation and the power of A and D is what? 1, okay, and it is in two variable because A and D are not given. Like in the chapter pair of linear equation in two variable, we solved the equation there, x and y were unknown. Similarly here A and D are unknown. So finally what we have to do? We have to solve the two equation using any of the method. Okay, we know 4 types of methods for finding the solution of pair of linear equation. We can solve using any method. Okay, so as you can see, it is 2A. Okay, so if we multiply this equation by 2, we will get 2A plus 4D is equal to 30. Okay, 15 to 0 will be 30. So when we solve this equation with this, that means we use elimination method. When we subtract, we will get the value of D, and after that, by putting the value of D in any of the two equation, we will get the value of A also. So if we get A and D, what we will do? D is missing, so we will get D. Then A10 will be what? A plus 9D. So we will put the value of A and D to find the value of A10. Okay, so let us solve this equation. One more thing is this, that you can use substitution method also. What is in substitution method? You can put the value, you can find the value of a from here. You will get 15 minus 2d. When 2d will be transferred to that side, it will be minus 2d. So the value of a, you just put the value of a from this equation to this equation. Okay, just you have to put the value of a here from equation 1. So see, I have solved the two equations using elimination method. First of all, I am multiplying equation 1 by 2. So I will get 2a plus 4d is equal to 30, and I am subtracting it from equation number 2, and equation number 2 you have to write above, because I am subtracting the first equation from second. So 2a plus 9d is equal to 25, and you have to subtract then you have to write the second the first equation, that will be twice a plus 4d is equal to 30. That is after multiplying equation 1 by 2. So finally after elimination we got d is equal to minus 1. Okay, so again using equation 2, now we will put the value of d, that is minus 1, in equation 2. We will get 2a plus 9 into minus 1 is equal to 25. So 2a is equal to 25 plus 9, it will be 34. So 34, when 2 will be transferred to that side, 34 divided by 2, it will be 17. So the first term is what? 17, and the common difference is minus 1. Now rest what we have to find? Already we got d, now we have to find the value of a10. So again, so also a10 is equal to what? a10 we know, using general term formula we can write a plus 9d. So a, the value of a is 17, 9 into d will be minus 1. So 17 minus 9, that will be what? 8. So the 10th term of this AP is what? It is 8. So this is the final answer. So come to the next question, question number 10. So here the last term is given. We can say the last term is L, or we can say AN. Okay, so total number of term is given as 9. So we can write A9, that means A9 is 28, and S is equal to 144, that means this is the sum of first 9 terms. As in this question it is clearly given there are total 9 terms in this AP. So this is what? This is S9 is equal to what? 144. So we know Sn is equal to n by 2, first term plus last term. So in place of n we will put 9. So S9 is equal to 9 by 2. First term is not given, plus An, that means A9. Last term is given, that is 28. So after solving this, okay, after simplifying, finally we got the value of A as equal to 4. Okay. So this is all about question 1, 2 and 3, and the remaining question, that will be word problem, I am going to discuss in my next lecture. So try to do these questions. Okay. Thank you.